Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got to look at some new stuff which is coming. Some new products, new promo cards, all kinds of fun stuff. Starting off with a new Pokemon V Box, which has gone and been shown off. And it turns out it's Dragonite V. Yeah, that's right. Dragonite V is coming in its own box, so if you're a fan of Dragonite, I have wonderful, wonderful news. I suppose if you're not a fan of Dragonite, who really cares, but I'm a fan of Dragonite. Let's do this. Now, the image here is from Pokemart.b, and essentially what we've got here is, well, it's not an English language version of it, unfortunately, but it's clearly the kind of product which is going to be released exactly like this over here. And it is your standard Pokemon V box, by which I mean you will get one Pokemon V, one jumbo version of that Pokemon V, and 4 packs. And then a code card to unlock the V on PTCGO. It is a pretty standard product we've seen a million times before, but that doesn't mean it's not a cool product. It absolutely is a very cool product. It's one of those things where it really depends what you're after. So if you're one of those people that really likes buying every promo that comes out, if you're a promo collector, this is going to be amazing. If you like Dragonite V, this is going to be amazing, or just Dragonite generally. If, however, you are a hardcore player that's only really interested in buying the biggest, bestest cards to build the biggest, bestest decks with, this is probably going to be one you're going to skip. Because Dragonite V is not a particularly good card. We all like Dragonite V, but let's be clear, it's just not a particularly good card. For 2 energy, you do 50 damage, and it's not affected by resistance. And then for 2 water, 1 lightning, you do 250 damage, plus 20 to each of your bench. Now, a quick correction in a video yesterday, a couple of days ago, I erroneously said you could accelerate energy with Frostmoth. That is, of course, untrue. Frostmoth only accelerates energy to water Pokemon, and this is a dragon Pokemon. For what it's worth, that new Melanie card will work here, because Melanie will accelerate to any Pokemon V, whether they are water or not. But obviously you need 2 water and a lightning, so Melanie on her own isn't quite going to be able to do the trick. It's still 250 damage, it's still getting a 1-hit KO on basically any Pokemon V, but I don't think this is a powerhouse card. Of course, this is very, very much like the Galarian Rapidash box. And I mean very much like the Galarian Rapidash box. Or I suppose if you wanted a different parallel, it is very, very much like the Alakazam box. And the reason why it's like both of them is because Dragonite V is inevitably now going to be cut from Evolving Skies. Now, for what it's worth, the full art and the special art, you should expect them to be in the set like normal. But they did this with Alakazam, and they did this with Galarian Rapidash just in the previous set in Chilling Reign, where they take the regular art out to use it as a promo like they are here, but then the full art and the special art do make it into the set. So Dragonite will not be in the set, this regular art version, but the full art and the special art will be in the set. That seems like a pretty gosh darn strong prediction that we can make. Now, we've had a placeholder for a while now of a September V box. You've got to believe this is the September V box. Again, we haven't had official confirmation. We have had one listed for a while for September the 24th. So we've got a V box which has gone and been revealed or shown off by somebody, and we've got a listing for a V box on September the 24th. Call me crazy, but I think they may well be the same thing. That is unconfirmed as it stands, but I rather suspect incredibly likely. So that's kind of cool. We've got ourselves a brand new Pokemon V box with a brand new promo, which sounds kind of fun to me. And then we've got another brand new product with kind of brand new promos. Not exactly, but kind of. The lovely ColeRazor911 over on Twitter has gone and sent me this image of a new product that they found at Walmart. And what you'll notice is that we've got a packet of Battle Styles, we got a packet of Darkness Ablaze, and then we've got 3 random promos. We've got Snorlax, Morpeko, and Applin. Now, I call these promos, but they're not really promos, or are they? This is where it gets a little bit of a grey area. They're not Black Star promos, they're not numbered promos as we would usually understand them, but they are cards which are clearly being included in products for promotional purposes, so in that regard they very much seem to be a promo. That kind of makes sense to me. Now, what is really cool here is that 2 of these aren't holo cards. So if we start off from the left, we've got the Snorlax there from Sword and Shield, and that Snorlax was in Sword and Shield. It is a Sword and Shield card. However, when that Snorlax was released in Sword and Shield, it was a non-holo rare. Just an ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill rare. For what it's worth, it's not a particularly good card. It's very, very vanilla, but that's not the point. It was just a standard, ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill rare card. And now, it's coming out as a promo. Or at least as a holo, which I'm going to be calling a promo, even though I know by some definitions it doesn't count. Although, to be clear, it's a card which has been included for promotional purposes, so, come on, clearly a promo. So what we've got here is a holo version of the Snorlax from Sword and Shield. And again, it really depends how you feel as to how much you need this card. Because it's not a numbered promo, and I know an awful lot of people only want the numbered promos. But it is an exclusive Snorlax, which has not been released anywhere else, and which is a holo, whereas it was a non-holo normally in the set, so for that alone, it seems pretty gosh darn cool. The Applin, however, is even a little bit weirder again. Not only was that Applin not holo, that Applin was a common. That Applin is literally the Applin that came around as a common card in Rebel Clash. Now, again, it's not a particularly good card. Flip a coin till you get tails, 10 damage plus 30 more for each heads. Although, incidentally, I love having an attack like this in my deck. I love having an I've lost the game unless I flip like 20 heads in a row. I don't think it's going to happen, but I love having just an emergency outlet. It makes me very happy. So this Applin and this Snorlax are absolutely new, never before seen holo versions of existing cards. Now, the Morpeko, you might notice, does have a promo number on it, but I wouldn't get terribly excited about the promo number because it was a holo promo before. Now, the holo pattern could be different, though I don't think it is. I believe, and do correct me in the comment section if I'm mistaken about this, but I believe this is just a straight-up reprint of Morpeko. I believe this is just a promo Morpeko we've seen before, just printed and put in here. But this does have exclusive promos. You know, compare this to, say, the Check Lane blisters, the one-pack blisters that come with just your normal evolution lines, and frankly, these are cooler. Like, in Battle Styles, we had Corviknight and Tyranitar, and you get the full evolution line, but they're no different, they're not holo, they're not alternate art. I mean, as soon as you open up the pack, they are indistinguishable from cards you pulled from just packs. Here, you've got actual holo promos, and as far as I'm concerned, that is extremely cool indeed. These are the kind of things which I think you should be looking out for. Now, it seems like they are Walmart exclusive. So if, like me, and you're living in the UK, well, gutted, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a full-on completionist, I assume products like this probably stress you out a little bit. I just think they're cool. Now, they're pretty inessential products. It's just a case of how into the holo promos you are. There are a couple of different explanations for why this product exists. Explanation number one is that they had too much Battle Styles and Darkness Ablaze that they printed, so they are trying to get rid of it. That might be the case, but Darkness Ablaze is a pretty sought after set, and Battle Styles, to be fair, Battle Styles has now been overprinted, which is brilliant, because of course when Battlestars first released, it was being sold out and scalped everywhere, and now you can pick it up anywhere super cheap, and it's brilliant in your face, scalpers. Or it might be that Walmart and Pokemon had an agreement to make this, and we have seen a bunch of Walmart exclusive products recently and over the past couple of years, so it may well be that there is a contract between Pokemon and Walmart which essentially feed them things like this, these kind of products. So I kind of love it, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of love it. But I want to know what you think, so let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.